Star Wars trailer just came out. There's a teaser trailer.
Well, not just.
Well,
By our standards, it just came out.
in a week
Yeah.
out, 2 weeks or whatever.
We haven't talked about it, so we wanted to kind of discuss it. We haven't talked to each other about it.
Yeah.
We might not be friends after this. Who knows?
I'll start off.
Please do. Voice of reason. Please start off.
Well, you see, I thought that it was very good. I thought that it had a lot of things that made me smile in it, made me harken back to the episodes 4, 5, and 6, especially with some of the styles of camera work and all that stuff. There was one thing I didn't care for, and I think everyone can kind of guess what that is, being it's what everyone kind of talks about. They're either for it or against it.
Oh, yeah. No, it was the Black Stormtrooper, right?
No, I have no problem with black people in the military. I thought that maybe the lightsaber issue was... I'm not a fan of the lightsaber, but because I liked everything else in it, I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt and say if they can make it work, great. As a teaser part of it, I didn't care for it, but go ahead. That's my piece.
There you go.
Going on what you said, do you think that like Disney or whoever produced the trailer, do you think that they were like, we're gonna put black stormtroopers in there? Like, do you think they were like, hey guys, look, we did it?
No, because I think he's one of the main characters.
Okay.
Like, it just shows him waking up. Subtract that and turn him to a white guy. Suddenly, him waking up in the desert has narrative. Isn't that funny? Because if he's black, then you care about the race. But if he's white, why is he waking up in the desert? That's what you ask. Isn't that a weird thing? Think about it. I just blew your fucking minds. Anyway, but as far as him waking up in the desert, he's just a main character, just waking up, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck's happening?" They just did it to be like, "Whoa, we're back." Suspense or not suspense? Yes, whatever. Fuck it, suspense, all that stuff. Wonder, excitement. It's back, And it was just more of like that's the only way you can really do a Star Wars trailer. I feel anyway. You gotta bam them right into it.
Yeah.
Some of them, like they did it with Episode 1, where they were like, doo, 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 doo. It was all mystic and shit. But everyone knows it's fucking Star Wars Episode 7. It's like, show me some shit, That's what everyone wants to see. So
Yeah, it was just like when I was watching it, I watched through and I was like, all right, cool. So then I watched it again. And then I'm sitting there and I'm starting to like analyze it because I'm looking at the cinematography and all that kind of stuff and how they recorded it. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, did they do this like trying to like silence people? Like, was there a controversy because I started thinking about it and I'm like, Lando was like the only black guy that I could think of from the first ones. So I'm like, are they like trying to fill that gap now? Like, were they trying to be like, hey guys, like we're PC?
Well, I think there's actually a black female in there as well. They released the cast first, like as far as like who they're going to be playing, so everyone knew, who was all going to be in it. Which is even more why I'm like a little agitated by it. It's like, oh, it's a black stormtrooper. Well, this fucking cast has been out for a minute. You don't know that they're. What if he was a Jedi, suddenly it's wrong then? If he was just a civilian, oh, it's wrong then? Like what the fuck? Just. Who cares? Just focus on the story. Don't focus on race. It's stupid.
Yeah. It's just the way that, like, I was wondering if Disney was, like, trying to make a statement, basically.
Like fill some slots, so to speak?
No, not fill slots, but, like, the way that they recorded it, it seemed, I don't know.
Like you knew somebody would pop up, but to make it different.
Well, to make
to be a trendsetter of sorts.
Yeah, like trying to like be the first one out the gate. Next story. I can't remember the shit.
No, hold on. What about my opinion? God.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean next story. I meant next
guy. Thank you. I'm a story. No, okay. All right.
Just pop up over the desk.
Get the camera off.
So I was for the whole trial. Like I've been a Star Wars fanboy for a minute.
Yeah.
I was completely fucking hyped. Like, I was like, Millennium Falcon, that fucking entire, like, I was like, holy shit. Like, I was watching it through my phone, so I did kind of turn a little. I'm an idiot. I don't play that many flight simulators, so I still get the kind of urge to, jerk my head and stuff like that. It doesn't happen on racing games, doesn't happen on any stuff, only flight simulators. If I have a joystick, I'll just be like, You know, like when it turns. I'm such a fucking little idiot. But anyway, and I play a shit ton of games. Like I've played games all my life. But the lightsaber argument. I've argued with this on the internet. There's nothing wrong with the lightsaber. And here's why. People are trying to make something plausible or question the plausibility of something without questioning the other part of it. The lightsaber itself is not plausible. I've had people come up to me and be like, well, according to normal modern fighting things, well, that's your first problem. Modern? That shit doesn't exist in Star Wars. Have you heard about the fucking different styles that they have in there? It doesn't make sense. Those styles don't... Who the fuck would fight like this with their blade this way? It doesn't make sense, but it's a style. And they also have the use of the Force, too. You know, like, you got to consider that. The other thing to keep in mind, and actually, it was on... Stephen Colbert pointed this out, was that it's more than likely it's actually shielded, and it's actually shooting out 3 ways. It technically is a reverse cross. Satanic as fuck, right? But if someone were to try and hit the cross guard and, like, break off the shielding of it, it's still going to be there. It's just... Now the shielding's off. It's more to protect his hand because it's right there. Like there's shielding right there, and then the cross guard comes out. It maybe the fighting will look a little bit differently, but you can't try to make to add logic to something that was illogical in the first place. The lightsaber never made sense. It was just part of their world. Everyone went with it. Now that they added a cross guard, it's illogical and impossible to try and put plausibility on it at this point. It doesn't make sense. So at this point, I'm just like, just fucking let them do it. Like, just let them do their fucking lightsaber shit. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm going to watch the movie. You're going to watch the movie. You're going to watch the movie.
Yeah. You know what? If they make it work, great.
Exactly.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because everything else made me smile.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and people
I'm
are
good.
taking it too seriously. Like, just enjoy the movie when it comes out.
It's
Don't
just
worry
a
about-
teaser.
Yeah.
It's made for you to talk about it. So.
Yeah, don't worry about race. Don't worry about a lightsaber. Enjoy it like us.